Commercial Multifamily Mastermind. We are a member of the GOB network of apartment investors. The GOB network mission is to make it easier, to make it easier for investors to be able to get into deals, and to not just get into deals, but to help them with their deals. So, there are a lot of programs out here that charges a lot of money, but within the GOB, which is a nonprofit organization, we look to strive to help all investors with their deals where they don't have to pay all that large sum of money. So we provide you with so many resources to help you that it will improve. Hopefully, it could improve your returns. Now, the mastermind mission is in parallel with the GOB mission, but and we also here wants to get rid of that competitive mindset. So we want to work as one common mass to take down these properties. Here in the mastermind group, you have limited partners, general partners. You're going to have people that would like to be KPs, LPs, and other things. So thank you for coming, and welcome to the Commercial Multifamily Masterminds. And again, we are a member of the GOB network of apartment investors. Now, the mastermind principle, according to Napoleon Hill, is the coordination of knowledge and effort of two or more people who work toward a definite purpose in the spirit of harmony. And that's what we strive to do here in the GOB and in the Commercial Multifamily Mastermind, to work as one in harmony. All right. Now, T.D. Jakes in Disruptive Thinking says a team is composed of like-minded people with different skill sets, but they have an equal commitment toward the measurable outcomes. So again, if you look at everything that's being said, it's all about working together as one. All right, coming together. So thank you for coming. I'd like to thank you. But I spoke of the GOB, and the GOB is an excellent program. Excellent program. So I would like to introduce to you the founder, the creator of the GOB network, Mr. Jim Biggs. Jim, take it away.
Hello, this is Jim Biggs, founder of the GOB network. I think most everyone knows that we started the network as a member-driven platform to help more people get deals done. Whether you're a new investor that has no clue how to get started, or you're a seasoned investor and you're just looking for more net worth, liquidity, or other pieces that might be missing from your team. As an example, we recently sponsored a 134-unit deal in Houston, Texas, an 88-unit deal in Tulsa, a 34-unit deal in DFW, a 28-unit deal in Baton Rouge, a 24-unit deal in Dayton, Texas, along with 42 units of self-storage. All of this was with members of the GOB network, and we have many more LOIs, many in negotiations and under contract. These are just a few examples of deals. They came to us and we helped them sponsor that deal. So I just want to use that as an example of what we're trying to do to help everyone that's on the platform. And it's available to anyone. If you're interested, just go visit thegobnetwork.com. Also, I want to say how proud we are of the many faces of the GOB network and the many places that are represented. Thank you for being part of that by being here today. So let me close by saying to you, get on board, because the GOB network can do the same thing for you. Oh, and one more thing. Let me say we are especially proud of Daryl Murphy and his mastermind group, and to have them as part of the GOB network. Daryl is one of the founding members and sits on the board of advisors for the GOB network. thank you very much to my friend, Daryl Murphy.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. And sorry about all those pictures flashing up in front of your face. That was I was trying to do something, boy, and all of a sudden things started coming up. I'm like, oh, great. All right. So, but the GOB, the GOB, we have within the GOB, we have other vendors and partners, right? So we wouldn't be able to be as effective, without these partners. So I like to call them family members. So taking it from left to right, starting off, Chris Peters. Chris, take it away. Introduce yourself, tell about how you're part of the family.
Thanks, Daryl. Leading off 2 weeks in a row. I'm surprised. Um, Chris Peters here with StackSource. We are a commercial real estate financing platform. We've got over 1,000 capital sources, lending and investing in multifamily and commercial assets nationwide. We've done about $1.5 billion of financing across 46 states to date. A lot of volatility in the debt markets. Interest rates are continuing to jump, and lenders are definitely pulling back on putting money out. So if you guys have any questions on markets in general or specific properties, please feel free to reach out. I'll put my info in the chat. Thanks, Daryl.
Thanks. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Next up, Mark Gross. Mark, take it away.
Good morning, Daryl. Good morning, everybody. I'm Mark Gross from CSSI. What we do is provide cost segregation studies, which helps reduce or eliminate federal tax liability. Over the last 20 years, we've completed tens and tens of thousands of studies and never had a study overturned. So you can sleep well at night knowing you're never going to have an issue, and we represent your study at no cost in case you ever get audited. So I put my information in the chat. Be happy to help. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Next up, Miss Lorna Williams. Lorna, take it away.
Thank you, Daryl. My name is Lorna Williams, and I'm the Business Development Manager of Born Again Property Management. We are located in Houston, Texas, but we operate nationwide, as well as in Mexico, Canada, and parts of Europe.
All right. Thank you very much. So today, moving right along here. So I would like to give me 1 second. Let me just get to my screen here. Kicking it off right here. There we are. Okay, so the Commercial Multifamily Mastermind, we do have a Facebook page, and on the Facebook page, we try to bring some education. We try to bring educational stuff. We try to bring update stuff to the market, news, stuff, things that can help you in your journey. So come over to the Commercial Multifamily Masterminds on the page and join us. Now, there are a criteria. There are membership questions, and the membership questions must be answered. Okay, they must be answered. If you don't answer the questions, then you can't get into the group. All right, so please, please, please answer the questions. Next is, if you'd like to connect with me on LinkedIn, come on over, connect with me, and send me a little message when you send the connection of where we met. All right, so I'm here on LinkedIn. Next, and we have the Commercial Multifamily Masterminds YouTube page. We do the meeting from last week. We were discussing the rent roll. The week before, we were discussing the underwriting. So click on the page and subscribe. Help me with these numbers here. And today, this way you can also stay informed of when a new video or a new recording is released. Okay. And today, this recording will be released. Okay, so it will be released. All right. Next, the GOB page. It's not up and running yet, but it's coming. It is coming. So, but you don't need the page to join. All you got to do is speak to a GOB member. Say, hey, I want to be a member of the GOB. There it is, right there. You'll be a member of the GOB. So, but the page is being worked on, and boy, when it comes back, it's going to be fantastic. All right, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so brokers, brokers, brokers and owners. You know, listen, I go through this every Tuesday, and listen, the market is tight. I toured 2 properties yesterday, and one wanted 160,000 a door, the other one wanted 170,000 a door. It's just tight out here. And so I'm asking all of the brokers, all of the owners, especially the owners, right? Please, if you're getting ready to sell your property and you're coming here, give us the opportunity to take that property down. All right? Give us the opportunity. Brokers, I know that you have your buyers list. So I'm asking you to please bring some of the deals here. Let us underwrite them. Okay, so that way we could take possession of those properties. All right, because the market is tight right now, really tight. Who is that with that phone number? 609-914-5201. That's a New Jersey number. Who is that with the New Jersey?
It's too many digits now. That number
No,
has
that's a
too many
609
digits.
area code. Who's that New
Hey,
Jersey?
it's me, Daryl. It's Riley Lewis. How you doing?
Oh, okay, Riley. Okay, cool. All right. Hold on one second. I'll help Riley out. Now, if I spelled your name wrong, which I think I did,
I already done.
you did it?
Hopefully I spelled it right.
Oh, there it is. Thank you very much. Okay. So that's what I'm listen, we all looking for properties, but it is tough out here. So help us out, brokers, help us out, owners, and this way it can stay within the family. All right, it stays within the family. So updates. So right now I'm back in Dayton, Texas. As you all know, some of you may know I came back on the 21st, which is Sunday. I mean, on the 1st, which was Sunday. So as you can see, it's raining, it's cloudy outside. So my background was really fuzzy and I didn't want to put it up. So of course, I'm in the apartment and everything. Now, so what's going on down here in Dayton? Let me tell you something. The units look fantastic. We have renovated. I think we have one unit that still needs renovation. One unit still needs renovation. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about painting, everything. The other units, they are ready. They are actually ready to be moved in. One unit, I do need to get a vanity, okay? But I'm planning on leasing up the units that are 100% ready. And we have 2 units. 2 units are leased up, okay? So we have 8 that's vacant that will be leased up. Okay. On November 1st, we already have people that will be moving in on November 1. We just getting them through the process, and then after that, they'll be here. Now, I also want to share with everyone, for those of you that are investors with us, you should have received an email and a text message from me, right? Letting you know, write this down, everyone, especially if you live in Houston, write this down. November 4th. We have set the date for November 4th to do the Dayton Villa Apartments Investors Tour. Now, if you are going to come, we need to know how many people are going to come, because we're wanting to get lodging and try to set up transportation so everyone don't have to drive a car. Plus, afterwards, we all will be going out. We all will be going out to either lunch or dinner, whichever one, however the time falls, and depending on how many people attend. Okay, so we have a day, and also we would like to during that time show you some of the other areas. So there's a lot that we would really like to do, and especially to try to show you Humble, Atascocita, those areas. I'm not trying to go too far off the map, to go up in New Caney and everywhere else. But I want you to see what's going on here and why we picked Dayton, Texas. Okay, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So November 4th, please put it on your calendar. Please come down. We would love for you to come and see what we have done. I would say maybe there's a unit that would be available I could walk you through, but if all these units, my goal, and I already done actually created it to help me with this, I want all units filled by the end of this month. Okay, all units to be filled by the end of this month. So I'll be able to show you the property and everything, but I may not be able to show any units if we don't have one available. Okay, but we're doing a lot here to get the job done. Okay, to get the job done. What are you working on? Who needs now? Daniel has a Daniel, did your partner come in?
He's on it. He's there. His name is Christian Maraz.
Christian? Okay, got you. All right, so before we get into that, we got a couple of things that we're going to discuss. Who needs help with something? Who needs help? Take yourself off mute. What do you need help with?
I
Yeah,
do.
go ahead, Billy.
I'm still raising for the 14 units here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Has the 20 acres. I saw my partner Cedric is on board here as well. This would be a great opportunity. 14 units, direct to sellers. Other 10 acres we're going to build diesel truck parking on that. So we're still raising for that property. If anybody interested, hit me up in the chat.
Okay, cool. So, hold on one second. Billy, your deal is what? A 506 what?
That
Or is
part
it a
hasn't figured
JV?
out yet.
It's a JV.
It's a JV. It's a JV. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a JV.
Okay, so you're looking for active members.
Yes.
Got you. All right. So since you're JVing and you're looking for active members, do you have the underwrite?
I do. I do have the underwrite.
All right. Let's put you on the calendar for next Tuesday for you to go through that underwrite with the investors here. Since you're looking for active members and it's a JV, how about we put you on the calendar for next Tuesday?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Looking forward to it.
Okay, so we got that. We got you now. Don't forget. All right, who else needs help
Thank
with
you. I won't
something?
forget.
Okay. Anyone else need help? Now, help could now,
Yeah,
you know something? Maybe okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second, Chris. Maybe I need to rephrase that. Instead of saying help. Who have a question? Any questions? Whether if it's a question about a deal or whether if it's a question if you're looking to raise capital, whether it's a question about a property, whether it's just a plain old question. Who has a question? Chris, go ahead with your question.
Yes, good morning to everyone. This
Good
is
morning.
Tim Thompson. I guess that's my stage name, Chris.
Oh.
But I'm in Virginia, and
Yeah.
I have opportunity to be exposed to a lot of different things. One of the things that someone has kind of put on my plate is the 407 unit apartment complex. I understand it's a Class C. It is in Albany, Georgia. So I would be interested in sort of getting connected with someone who knows how to underwrite. As I mentioned, I'm brand new to this, but someone hopefully who is close in close proximity to that area so that they can actually be boots on the ground to determine what really exists there. Um, I've been told we can submit a contract. This is an off-market opportunity. And ultimately, I don't have anywhere to go. I'm transitioning from single family to commercial at this point.
Okay. 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 Hold on one second for me. All right. So what I'm going to say, Albany, Georgia.
The problem I have at Albany, Georgia is a very, very small population, 68,000 people.
I'm not sure if Tondale is close to that location.
Um, Daniel, you know something? I've worked on properties in Albany, and I just pulled up my real estate market analysis, the one I did, and for Albany, Georgia. If you said 68,000, did you look that up just now
But all of my population is from 2020.
from 2020? Okay,
Yeah. I have
all
a
right, because
population of every single city in the United States.
yeah, because if you have 68,000, that means the population has declined a little more from the last time that um I completed my real estate market analysis.
No,
So
I have
Chris,
boots on the ground. I have boots on the ground there. I can have them look at the property.
yeah,
If Chris can send me his information, I'll have him connect with my boots on the ground there.
okay. All right, so Chris, I would say get with Daniel.
Yeah.
But Chris, let me ask you this question. What is your intentions with that property?
My intentions is to use this as a learning opportunity. I might add that they're looking for 27 mil and it's 80% occupied.
Okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, connect with Daniel. See if have you done any homework on population growth, household median income, home value, crime, job growth? You done any homework on that?
No, not at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a homework assignment, and your homework assignment is city. Get the information for city population growth from 2000. No, hold on. Correction, not 2000,
2020.
not 2000. Nope, nope, no. Hold on a second. Okay. I want you to get the population growth from 2011 to 2021. Now, if you can't get 2021, get I think Google will give you 2021, but check with Google. Also, get the city median household income from 2000 to 2020. Get the household and condo value, the median household and condo value from 2000 to 2020. If you can't get 2020, then get 2020, 2019. get the city, the changes in the crime level. So you get the crime index from 15 years ago to recent. Oops. And the last thing, get the city job growth, the 12-month job growth.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. Get that information next next Tuesday. Bring it up, okay? Bring it to us
Wonderful.
so that we could look at that, okay?
And how do I reach out to the gentleman that may be able to be of assistance here?
Daniel, he put his Daniel, did you put your contact information in the
I'm gonna
chat?
put my contact, yeah, I'm gonna put it in a minute.
Okay, cool. All right. So anyone else have any questions? Questions? Anyone else have any questions?
Christian,
Yes, I have
if
a
you're there.
question.
I'm sorry, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Daniel. Patrick, we'll come right back to you. Go ahead, Daniel.
No, I'm asking Christian to unmute and come on and present the project.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, not
Hello,
yet,
guys.
not yet, Christian. Not
You
yet,
got
not
it.
yet.
Okay.
I'll
Not
wait.
yet. Okay. Patrick, go ahead, Patrick.
Yes, I was asking questions. Anybody here interested in doing development? Because it's a strip of property. It's right next to where they're going to build a school. There's a great potential for, any kind of, maybe a strip center or a small apartment complex or triple net. If anybody interested in that.
All right. Put your contact information in the chat, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna take one more question. Do you have a question? One more question before we jump into. I'm gonna do one thing because mine's not gonna take that long. Then we're gonna jump into Daniel and Christian. Okay.
Daryl,
Yeah.
Thurman here.
Yeah. Hey, Thurman, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, two quick questions. If looking at a project right now in Trenton, 28 units, 97% occupied, rents are below market. Looking at the LOI, and the question I have is, how long should I put in the LOI in order to raise the capital before my deposit goes hard?
Wait a minute. So hold on one second. You said how long should you put the LOI in for?
Yeah.
What you mean? How long should you put it in for? I'm not quite understanding.
Well, when I put in the LOI, do I also have to put in a deposit for that on that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, just submit the LOI. If your offer is accepted, then you will have a time frame to submit that AMD money.
The LOI is non-binding. It is, hey, I'm interested in your property. I'd like to move further in this process with you. Once you get your purchase and sell agreement and you've negotiated comfortable terms and both parties have signed it, that's when you put in your EMD.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Okay. All right. So before we get into Daniel and Christian's project, I want to discuss. We went over rent roll, but there was something. Let me just share my screen. Right. I want to share my screen with you. Oops, not that. Not that either. Hold on 1 minute. I have too many things open, and some of the stuff y'all don't need to see, right? All right. Okay, so here we go. So this is an actual property that I have toured. I toured it yesterday. But what I want to discuss is the rent roll. This is what I want to discuss. And the reason why I want to discuss the rent roll, now listen, we went over this last week, the importance of the rent roll, needing to know, knowing what you need to know. But when it comes to these numbers right here, you really need to know the market and the rent roll. Okay. The market and the rent roll. Okay. So this is I said to the broker, I said, your rents are declining when we was at the property, when I was at the property. And he said to me, he said, no. He said, no, I said, I don't think my rents are declining. I said, yeah. He said, but you could raise the rents, a good $150, $200. So let me go back and just check to make sure, right? Because I could be wrong. So Alicia always says to me, Daryl, some people are very visual. They need to see things. So I took Alicia's advice, and I'm going to share something with you. So, hold on a minute. What I'm going to share with you is this right here. Now, I don't think I did those two down below, but I did do these three. And I'm going to show you the trend. One of the important things in our business, you have to see your trends. What direction are you going? So let's kick it off. Let's start off, well, Darryl, how's the trend? Now here, you're going to say, sorry, everyone. So here you're going to say, well, Darryl, it's obvious the rent is down. Yeah, maybe, but it may not be obvious to someone else. But here it is, right? So here's a 1 bed, 1 bath, 625 square feet. And let me just put this up here. And let me also I want to move this down a little bit because we're going to come back to that. But I just wanted to, and actually my numbers are off. Let me see, hold on a minute. There it is. Let me just go a little further out. Damn, no, my number's not off. I mean, when I meant that, I mean my calendar. So as you can see right here, I looked at from all 2019 all the way to here. Now I could let me do this, everyone. Let me readjust. I'm only going to bring up because this is in relations to this chart, but I'm showing you that. Now let's just jump here, okay? And I'm just going to only pull up 2013. Now you're going to see a difference. You see this? Now there's a difference, okay? But what I wanted to show, what I was mentioning to the broker, and we could also put 2022 in here, right? If I wanted to, I could put 2022. What are you going to see? Let's check it out. Here's 2022. If you look, yeah, rent came up here, and if you put your cursor on it, it'll show you. But it dropped, and then it went up, then it dropped, went up, then it dropped. And if you notice, it sort of stayed low for a while, then it slowly came back up, and then it did a dive. So now, if you look at where we're going, we got here in June. This is 1150, and then it came down, and look at where we are now for August, July, June, right here. So I wanted to share this because some people just don't see what you see, right? And you have to show them, look, your rents are not what you think it is. Where if the rents were increasing, this wouldn't be a flat line. Actually, from here, it would have kept going straight on up. Okay, but look at this. So back here looks. You say, okay, well, this looks good. Yeah, and then it drops, but then it went up again. It did not hit back here. Again, it didn't hit 1415 no more. This point here came to 1315. It's $100 less. This point here, I'm looking at the highest points. This is 1150. Now we're flat. Okay. Same thing. Okay, so now we got the one bed, one bath, 776 square feet. Hold on one second. And so now let's bring that up. Okay, 776 square feet. Take that out. Let's put this in. And we could let the 2022, we could chop it down to 2023. We have enough data for that. But now I gotta take this axis out. Hold on one second. I think it was here. That is that's series number 1. Take it out right here. All right, so my numbers are all messed up over here. This is supposed to be dollar signs. So now I gotta somehow figure that back out again. I gotta get that back to dollar signs. But in the meantime, let's jump over here and I could show you. So A2, let's make sure I got the right ones. Okay, let me bring up only the A2s. Maybe that's the reason why I got all jacked up there. Who knows? And I don't have enough data here, so let's pull in 2022 and 2023. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. So as you can see here for the A2s, right? And I gotta fix this right here. I know how to do it, but I'm not gonna take the time to waste when we have a guest that's going to be presented. So, but if you look right here, one bed, one bath, 776 square feet. This is the A2. From July to July, now this is a year, the rents have been declining. Okay, it came up a little bit here, but then look, it came right back down right there. So on August 4th, 2023, and if we come over here to the rent roll, here's August 4th, 2023. It was 1099. That's what it was. But I'm showing, but like I said to the broker, your rents are declining. And what I look for in my underwrite, I look for trends. Because if I see that there's a trend going on where rents are declining, how is it that you're telling me that rents are increasing when I'm looking straight at it? Now, okay, so if we take out 2022, let's just take out 2022. Okay, so now we just have 2022. Okay, so yeah, now you see a big spike here, right? Right there, and then it drops, and then it levels out. Okay, so everyone, so the reason why I just wanted to share that with you, you need to know your trends. Look at what direction things are going. Now, I'm not saying things are not going to change in the market, but you need to know what direction rents are going in that apartment. And you have to ask yourself, or you have to ask the broker, and listen, send him the graph. Send him the graph. Say, listen, here's the graph for that property. Look at the way the rents are going. He's going to know that you're doing your work. Okay. Now, if he's telling you that rents could go up $200, this is where you and your team get together. And you say, listen, let's see what the surrounding area is doing. Okay. Is this a fact we could raise rents 200? And Marcus isn't here. Marcus not here. Ifiani is here. So Marcus, Ifiani, John Church, they're in my coaching program. So we're doing the research on this to see, can we actually raise rents? And what we did find out was for the one bedrooms, no, it's about where they are right now is about where they are. But the two bedrooms, it appears, yeah, that there's a potential of raising the rents. And it was about $150, $200. But we want to verify. So what I asked everyone in my program, since Humble, no, since spring, no, since this area you don't have a lot of inventory in that area. So what did I say to them? I want you to call a commercial appraiser. Call a commercial appraiser. Come at him from an educational standpoint and ask him what would he do or how would he handle a situation like this. That appraiser, as long as you're coming from an educational perspective, he will answer that question. He'll tell you exactly what you need to do to get your comps, what you can use and what you cannot use. Okay, so I just wanted to share that brief information with you. Like Alicia says, some people are visual. You have to show them, right? So I took the time to show them. But believe it or not, not only am I not only did I take the time, well, by me taking the time to do it, I also learned something, and it was a little more stunning. So, any questions in reference to what I just shared before we move into Daniel's and Christian? Any questions on what I just shared? Anything?
That actually is a good visual. I need to add that to my underwriting. Because when I talk with the owner, they see their property as value add, but they misunderstand the idea of value add. Value add is supposed to add value to the buyer.
Correct.
When they purchase it, not like years and years down the line with a hope and a prayer based upon what the seller is assessing. So that gives a really good visual for them to see what they're saying is not accurate. So thank you for sharing it.
Hey, no problem. Now, and when you submit your LOI, everyone, if you are greater than 5% from the purchase price, I would encourage you to add a cover letter. In that cover letter, put down your findings, the reason why you're offering the price that you're offering. At the same time, if you can incorporate those graphs, incorporate them. Now, I know it's a lot of work. I know. But you may win that deal. And at the same time, educate the seller, educate the broker to your findings. Okay? If you don't get the deal, you don't get the deal. But at least you took the time, you educated them, you educated yourself, and hey, you gave it your best shot. That's what you did. Okay? All right. So any other question in reference to what I went over? Wow, no questions. Holy smoke. All right. Daniel, Christian, take it away.
Go ahead, Christian.
Well, hello guys. This is Christian Meraz. I'm a developer in Houston, Texas. Recently, we have deals on the pipeline going as of right now. I think Daniel knows about these deals.
Yes, that's the one I sent the pitch deck to Daryl last time, but Daryl didn't have time to look at it. So Daryl may have some questions that we want to ask him, so you guys can go ahead.
Yes. So as of right now, we only looking. I'm looking for a investor to come in with $1 million, so $1.5 million. So we can start the project to break ground. Plans are already approved by the city. Everything. The percentage is in the pitch deck as well. What I sent to Danny. And and yeah, I mean, uh,
Christian, are you able to show the pitch deck?
yes. Well, actually, I sent it to Daniel, so he can just share it with everybody after this.
I sent it to Daryl. Alicia, I'll send it to you after we were all out here.
But Danny, do you have it with you? I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
it. Yeah. So Danny, go ahead and go ahead and present the pitch deck because you know
Can I just copy?
this is your deal. This is your deal.
Can I just copy and send it through here?
Sure, you can.
Okay.
And matter of fact, Dan, you already have it. So all Dan you got to do is share.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
There you go.
I don't know how to do that. I'm a technology dummy, guys.
Okay,
Oh,
let me
hold on.
let me
Hold on
do
a
it. Let me
second.
do it.
There you
Hold
go.
on.
Can you see, Christian? Can you see my screen?
Christian, you're on mute.
Daniel, ask Christian if he can see the screen.
He's on mute.
He's on mute.
Yes.
I have it up, Daniel. I have it up.
Christian is trying to bring it up also.
Okay. So Christian, I already have it up. Tell me what you want me to do. If you want me to move forward. I know where Conroe is.
Gotta unmute again, Christian.
Christian.
I am so sorry, guys. I'm doing it in my phone. I'm having this Zoom meeting in my phone right now. I am so sorry.
Okay.
But Daniel, can you see my screen?
Daryl just brought it up, Christian. Daryl brought it up.
Yeah. No, I see it. I see it.
Okay, good. Okay, so go ahead and let's take it from here. And tell me if you want me to turn the page. Say, Daryl, turn the page.
Yeah. Okay. So we building in Conroe 75,000 square feet of warehouses, flex warehouses for small businesses. As of right now, we are with the architecture. We're working with the architecture. We have everything approved, like civil engineer, tree surveys, all that stuff. Project construction with the land included is $8 million, and sales price is going to be $14 million. We needing $1 million from the investor, 1.5 for a return of 20%. 20% annually and 30% exit.
Okay. And these are the pictures. Daniel, would you like to discuss the pictures?
No, I will let Christian discuss everything. He knows more about it than I do.
Okay, so yes, those are the pictures that we have as of right now. If you can, yeah, that's how it's going to be looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a retail property?
It's a new construction, ground up construction.
Industrial?
Yeah, industrial flex. Yeah.
Okay. 336 3083. Oh, it's in an opportunity zone.
Yep. It is in an opportunity zone. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Houston, but so we're not counting with the opportunity zone. We're just gonna let that, whoever buys the property, if they buy it or we keep it, then we will submit the opportunity zone for the tax purposes and all that stuff.
Have you done cost segregation on this?
I think they still, I don't know. Like I'm just the developer. I will have to go to my other department into that. But I think everything it's already set up and ready to go.
Okay, because if you do cost segregation, Mark can help.
Mark
Gross, who was on this call earlier.
Oh, okay.
I dropped his information in the chat, but that would be good since it's in an opportunity zone to know what your tax savings are going to be.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not paying too much attention on the opportunity zone because that's going to be like a reward at the end. We just did it with rough numbers, with my numbers that we're basically doing construction wise, not including the opportunity zone.
All right. All right. Well, that was, listen, if anyone is interested and would like to take part in industrial, right?
Yep.
Industrial, reach out to Daniel and reach out to Christian. Now, Daniel and Christian, make sure that both of you put your contact information in the chat. So
It's
this
already
way,
there. It's there.
it's
It's there.
already
I
there.
can see it.
All right. Fantastic. So we still have a few minutes. I really appreciate that. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions for Daniel or Christian? Any
If you
questions?
guys, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Not just on the industrial part. I have another projects going as well. But you know, as of right now, we're just gonna hit this project first and let's
Right.
see how it goes after.
But Christian, do you do commercial multifamily? Because that's what we focus on here.
We do multifamily as well. Yeah.
Okay, so is your next project a multifamily?
Yes.
How
Yes.
many
That's
units?
what we have 175 in Conroe as well, 10 acres. But that's just barely in entitling stuff, you know. We're working in that deal as of right now.
Wait. Back up. You said that's what?
We're just working in the entitle the land and you know, the site plan and all that stuff.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So 170, and that's going to be in Conroe?
Yeah, in Conroe. And it's going to be a Class B apartment complex.
Okay, in Conroe. So Christian, I would like to stay in touch with you in reference to that 176 unit that's going to be in Conroe.
Yeah.
All right. Because I'm here in Dayton. I'm not that far from Conroe.
I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, let me know. You know, we can discuss something about that deal as well. As of right now, I'm going to be JV in that deal with the landowner on that.
Oh, so you're not planning on selling that one?
Yeah, as of right now, it is looking pretty juicy. It's looking pretty good for us. So we can just not let a diamond go, you know?
Oh man. So you see that, Alicia? They bring the industrial here, but they won't bring the commercial multifamily. I'm gonna have to put a little lockdown on
Are you
something.
looking for a third JV partner?
I just sent Christian
Well, yeah.
yesterday. Yesterday I sent Christian 2 pieces of land property here in Hialeah, Florida. One for 602 units and one for 290 units.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
something that Darren, that's something I would definitely let you know about.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the 175 units, I will be needing investors to be part of the deal. But you know, then again, I have to put the pro forma together to present it to you guys and have a nice pitch deck for you guys.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. We have.
All right, guys.
Hey, thank you, Christian. Thank you, Daniel. So
you got
we
it.
have.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. So we do have a few minutes. Is I think that was Chris, right, Alicia, that was talking about Albany, Georgia?
That is, I do want to say, and pardon me because I'm a little slower today. I'm I'm still raising capital for the Crosby RV Luxury Resort, and since it looks like Christian is in that area, Crosby's not too far from Conroe. If you're interested in that development, I would love to share it with you as well.
Man, I have a house in Crosby, Airbnb.
All right, so let's talk. Is your information in the chat?
Yes.
I will make sure I send his information to both of you guys.
All right,
Perfect.
sounds good. Thank you.
You got it, guys. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity to know you guys all. You know, hopefully we can make some
opportunities
and you know, and keep
coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, keep coming back and bring us some more deals because things are tight right now. So bring us some more deals.
I know, man. I'm working on it.
Okay.
You got it,
Thank you.
brothers. Y'all guys
Okay.
take care.
Right on.
Bye.
Thank you.
So we have a few minutes before we do something. What I would like to do, Chris Thompson has spoken about a deal in Albany, Georgia. So
Hey,
what I would like to do, huh?
so you're correct. Sonia dropped some information from a property manager in that area regarding Albany, Georgia. So I don't know, Sonia, if you're available to unmute and actually share that input regarding that area.
Yeah, they pretty
Yeah,
much.
I saw that.
Let me
And
stay.
based on that information, it's like, don't plan to make the trip to Georgia anytime soon.
So I want to turn this into an educational thing. Okay. I want to turn this into an educational thing. So let's do this right here, right quick. I'm going to, give me 1 second. I didn't need to do that, but I did it. So give me 1 second. And we're going to do this for Albany, Georgia. That's what we're going to do this for. Albany, right here. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Now, what I'm going to share with everyone is my real estate market analysis form, right? And this form is what I use to make decisions on a particular market. So the last time I did Albany, Georgia, it's been about 2 years, and it could have been about a year or 2 years. But I would like to do a new hold on. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. So a lot of people don't have expensive software where, some of us have to use free stuff. And free stuff isn't bad. Okay. Free stuff not bad. So the one thing I would tell you to use stuff, if you could do it for free and at least get an idea of what a city is or whatever, use it. Okay, use it. So let's kick this off with Google. See, Google is free, right? So, oops, we don't want that. We want this. So, Albany, Georgia population. See, you could talk right in. So as you can see right here, Albany, Georgia population, right? And I want it from 2011, okay? And it's 77,901, okay? So here, I'm going to put, and that's as you can see right here, it's less than 250. So it's 77,901, okay? Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take the 2021, right? Now, if you have any type of paid software that gives you this data, use your paid software, okay? Use your paid software. Okay, so here in 2021, you can see it's 69,048, right? So we're going to put that right here, 69,048, okay? So as you can see, the population has declined by 11%, okay? So next, we're going to check the city median household income. And you could use city data. Now, if you have another source, then you could use your other source. But for right now, we're just going to use city data. That's what I teach, and that's what I have my coaching students to use. So 69,200 for 2,000 right here, 69,200. Okay, and then we're going to jump over here, and it's 100, 800, right? 100, 800. Okay, so at least they went up 46%. The median home condo value, again, going back to city data, and right here, oops, did I hit the wrong one? Yep, I sure enough did, everyone. Sorry about that. See right here, median household income, 28,639. So what I need to do, hold on one second. Hold on 1 minute. Let me just shift everything down one. All right. Let me just shift everything down one. There we go. All right. And this one here, what was it again? I forgot. 28,639. 28,639. Okay. So, and then we have to put the new number in right here. Okay. 38,999. Okay. So they're still doing pretty good. However, for the home and condo values, you can see it's red. What we look for in our team and our coaching program is greater than 56%. Here, greater than 35%. Population is based on 3 levels and has to hit one of them. Okay. So far we have one red, one green, and another red. Okay. So now we're going to look at the crime. Okay. So crime is going to come on down to here, right there. So we're going to go all the way out, go out to as far as go out to the last, right? 624.3, right? And then you put the most recent. Okay. So hopefully crime is coming down. 663.6. Okay. As you can see, that's a red. Crime is not going down. Crime has increased. Okay. So now we're going to do job growth. You could use the Department of Numbers. I'm gonna do something just a little different, and I'm just gonna go to it's a website called bestplaces.net. Right, I'm just going to go to bestplaces.net, and anyone can use this. This is totally free information. Or if you want to go to the Census Bureau or I forgot the Census Bureau or Bureau of Labor Statistics, you can also get it there. Okay, so here we go. So what do we have for Albany, Georgia? All right, my signal is getting weak over here. So hold on a second. Let me get right here. The unemployment rate is 6.7. Recent job growth positive. Albany, Georgia has 1.6. Okay, so that's where we put right here 1.6. So now I only do the city part. I'm not going to do the neighborhood. I don't want to take up that time. Plus, it's not going to make sense. But the reason why we do this, and this isn't for everyone. Okay, what I'm doing here is not for everyone. Each of us have our own niches. We have our own way of doing things. So I'm just showing you this is just another way. But this is the way that I use for my coaching program. Okay. So depending on what your specialty is, depending on what your niche is, if your niche is this, then this is perfect. If your niche looks for more growth, job growth, population growth, and everything else, then you wouldn't go to Albany, Georgia. So for me, I will stop right here. All I'm gonna do is the city, and right now we're not doing very well. decreasing population, job growth isn't there, the crime is increasing, city median home and condo value isn't doing it's not where I need it to be. So I'm not gonna say it's not doing well, because it could be doing well for someone else, but it's just not where I need it to be. Okay. So and because of that reason, I would not take my investors to Albany, Georgia. Okay. But this may be good for someone else. All right. So I just wanted to do that. So your homework for next Tuesday is done. I just did the homework for you.
Thank you, Daryl. What I'd like to also ask, if I may, would price point change any of that? Right now it's at 27 mil for the 407 units. Suppose you were to go back, show them this information, and they tell you, okay, fine, 21 mil is what we'll accept. Would that change your mind about this opportunity?
Chris, I worked on that property
wait, hold on, Daniel. So just to answer your question, for me, no, it's not going to change it, because my real estate market analysis is what I use to tell me where to go and where not to go. So he could drop it down to probably a little less. But if I'm looking at a population decline, jobs not where they are, even if I got the property and then I'm bringing my investors, I don't want, I like to take my investors. And again, listen, everyone, what I'm saying may be different for you. You may say, heck yeah, right? But for me, it's not going to work. I don't care what he dropped the price to. I'm not going. That's just not a market that I'm going to go into. But someone else may. Hold on, Alicia. Go ahead, Daniel.
I worked on that property last week, and I had boots on the ground who told me, forget about it. It's a portfolio of 3 properties. One of 146.
Wait, a portfolio?
Yeah, it's 3 properties.
Is one of them the Nottingham?
Yeah, Nottingham apartment in Nottingham North and the Village apartment.
I looked at that property in 2021, and I said, "Oops."
Chris, that's the same property you're talking about.
Yeah, the Nottingham. It was 3 of them.
Yes,
Yep.
3 of them. I looked at it last week, and my boots on the ground says forget about it.
And he's still trying to sell that property. That's a hint and a half right there.
For the top price, is still trying to sell it for 66,000 a unit.
Yeah. Go ahead, Alicia.
So I would say to Chris, with all the information you have, and if you're looking at price because you're itching to invest, Sonia dropped in there, yeah, she may consider it at $5 million price drop, right? And even if it is something
That's a
that
$5
is,
million. Alicia, that was $5 million total, not a drop.
oh, okay.
That be one heck of a deal. 5 million, 1 million. I'm talking that would be a deal.
1 million.
No, 5 million.
5 million.
So you would pay 5 million for that property. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay. So using that scenario, right? Let's just say you got investors to pay $5 million for that property. And I'm going to give you a real life scenario. You close on that deal, you take it over. Given that the population is decreasing, there's a reason why people are moving out. But you're still going to move forward. And when you get to that property, you learn that there's some gangs on the outside. You learn that there's some drug deals happening on the property. And then you learn that on the inside, it has a lot of water damage or things that you couldn't even see during the inspection. And now you have a property that you have to go pick up your life and go live at. Is that something that you're willing to do?
Or you can wholesale it for 7 million.
If somebody will buy it for 7 million, because it sounds like it's been on the market for 3 years.
There's a lot of people out there, a lot of groups out there paying a lot more than they should be paying for properties. This one, it would go at 7 million. Well, you'll find someone, but then you put 2 million in your pocket. I mean, if you can get it for that little of money, 5 million, sell it for 7. I mean, they would never go from 21 million to 5 million anyway, so it's a moot point. But still, you turn around and sell it if you can get it that cheap.
Chris,
But
there's a lot of better things out there you can go look after. I can send you some of them.
absolutely. Unless you want to do Section 8 or something like that, maybe, that's secured money, right? If you're going to do Section 8, doesn't that mean that, I've never done it, so I'm just asking, you can pretty much, there's a paycheck or the rent to be paid every month?
Yeah, but even with, but Sonia, but even with Section 8, you gotta, with a declining population, no jobs, your Section 8 tenants, I'm not saying that all of them, but you may find yourself being stuck with Section 8 tenants um, help me out at least with the correct wording. So
if they don't follow the rules, they get kicked off of Section 8. So if they're not following the rules, Section 8 will kick you out the program.
yeah, but they don't kick some. And I want to make sure I'm not. I don't want to say something, but
To offend anybody. You don't want to offend.
I think what you're looking for is undesirable.
Yeah, there you go. That's
okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. So maybe we could go with that. So,
Right,
Chris,
because
I
they could be,
Go
they
ahead,
could
go ahead,
be
Lisa.
undesirable, and they can be problem makers and not break the Section 8 rules.
Yeah, true. Chris, I want to show you one more thing. When I unwrote this back May 12th, 2021. Take a look at the median home and condo value and look at it today. No, excuse me, not that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm correct. See how right here it was green, 57%. Now it has dropped to 46%. So this is also declining. See that? So it's a risk that you take, man, if you have to. Whoa, okay then. All right. Mr. Jarman, go ahead.
Howdy, howdy. How's everybody doing out there?
All right, all right.
Super, super. The gentleman just speaking about the Section 8. He's very aggressive. I can see that. His deal could work because, as he mentioned, on the Section 8, if you do not do what you're supposed to do, they can put you out and give you replacement. So that could work. The Section 8 could work. However, it's going to cause you got to find property managers that have dealt with Section 8 before because it's very intensive. It's very intensive. Now, you said just a while ago, you said what you want to do, you want to wholesale it. Nah, man, it ain't going to work too cool like that. You can say I want to wholesale, but nobody, you got 5 days, 30 days or whatever to close on or whatever. But a lot of people gonna look at it just like the fellas here, the ladies here is looking at it to the point that it is a risk taker. However, I agree with you that it could be worth it if you found the right property manager to take care of that property for you.
So, John, you said something I have to agree with you 100% on, and that's property manager. I'm gonna tell you right now, a property manager, a lot of property managers, they're not going to take a deal if they're putting people at risk. They will quick tell you no.
My boots on the ground in that city is a property manager.
Yeah.
So will they manage the property? So will they manage the property then?
No, she said she would manage it for free.
She will manage it for free?
She will not manage it for free.
Oh, she will. I got you.
Hey, Daryl.
Go ahead, Marcus. Wait a minute, hold on, Marcus. Hold on a minute. Mr. Jarman still got his hand up. Hold on 1 minute. Mr. Jarman, you done?
I'm cool. I'm through.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Marcus.
Hey, good afternoon, Daryl, Alicia, everyone. Hey, when it comes to that Section 8, it's two parts to that. And in my old brokerage firm, there were folks that specialized in Section 8. That's all they did. They did nothing but Section 8. All their buildings was all Section 8 people. They either had a contract for the whole building or they did it for the individual ones. It can work just like you do it for working people. You just need to know the rules of the game. And it's two parts to that. The one part is the rules that you as the landlord has to have for doing the inspections, having apartments up to the Section 8 standards, and being able to develop relationships with the folks that run Section 8. And that's what these guys did. They knew the county commissioner all the way down, and they knew all the rules and everything about it. The next part of that, you want to try and get to Section 8 on the federal level and not the city, or in some cases, the state, if you can get it. You can do it and you can make a good living there. And I've seen it. I hear people talking, but most of the people are not talking based on the experience of actually running and dealing with them. They screen their Section 8 tenants just like they screen everybody else. And they have 10 walk through the door, they'll put 8 of them packing. They'll pick 2 of them out until they find the ones they want to go on. They screen them and they have their criteria just like you would if you was doing it for folks that has a paycheck. The same screening criteria. So when the Section 8 folks come around to do the inspections and look at your records, you can see that you screened it just like the same thing everybody else, and you're assistant. And as long as you know the rules and you need to know their rules, good. As long as you know their rules and you know your part of it, and then you know what the tenant's responsibility, you can make a very good living at it. I've seen these folks and they're doing it now. I wouldn't want to do it because it is, like Darryl said, it's a very intense thing because the tenants, some cases, they can get you knocked off a check by just making a complaint, and it could be false until it's investigated. But that's why they develop relationships with the Section 8 personnel, because they can mitigate a lot of that to keep that from happening. And these guys, again, that's all they do is Section 8. So you can do it. You just have to know, you have to be willing to invest the time and energy it takes to learn the rules and to learn the social workers, their bosses, the county and stuff who runs those programs, and you can make a very good living at it. You just don't let folks discourage you from it, because I've seen them do it. I've seen it, but a lot of people just don't understand the rules and they don't know the different sections, different forms of Section 8, because the city have a Section 8 program, the state has one, and the federal. You got to know which ones you want to get, and work with those rules and go for it and screen the people just like you would screen anybody else. Just because somebody comes with an voucher from Section 8 don't mean they're qualified to get in your building. Okay, so you just could do it, and you can fill the whole building up, or you could get a contract for the whole building. They have it both ways, where you contract the whole building and then you can go that way. A lot of folks prefer it that way instead of dealing with the individual person with the voucher, because that's a lot of work trying to do. If you got a 50 or 100 unit building, trying to keep track of those 110, they rather get the whole contract for the whole building. So, sir, if you're going to do it, and go with it all the way, but understand that you're going to have to get past those inspections. Your building's going to have to be up to par and stuff on there. Thanks, Darryl.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Flavetta.
I just wanted to ask, so, in real estate is location, location, location. And I was just curious, is the surrounding area, even I was a Section 8 tenant or recipient, and, I care about the area. I would want to know, is the surrounding area good in where this particular property is? What does the surrounding area look like? Because I definitely agree with Marcus 100% that you may be able to attract quality, you might get some good Section 8 recipients, but what does the surrounding area look like? And what will it attract?
Understand, Section 8 is not the hood, folks. Section 8 is not in the hood. Section 8 is in the suburbs too. Trust me.
Absolutely.
The welfare is in the suburbs, the rich folks' towns, and all. So don't think only thing you thought is Section 8 is in the hood. Okay.
No, but I'm saying for the
like
property that you just
said, where you
mentioned,
gonna?
yeah.
According to my 2021 analysis, when I looked at Albany, Georgia, and Daniel and Chris, you could correct me on this. Those 3 properties are not in a good area.
It's in an okay neighborhood. It's in an okay neighborhood. As
Yeah.
far
So
as
it's
on my,
changed.
as far as my boots on the ground said, it's an okay area, but it's not growing area.
If you could get a building in a nice suburban area in the south, in a nice suburban town with a good thing, and you could go there because a lot of those owners are not taking Section 8 in those towns. They discouraged, they don't want it. You go there and take it, and you get a nice building, you could rack up and do well. Again, and so just not always Section 8 is in the hood. So don't let folk tell you, make you believe that it's only in the hood. You could go to any suburban town and you go and look at those people's incomes. You'll be surprised a lot of those people incomes in those areas. And so absolutely. So
Yeah,
there's a lot of folks talking, but they don't know. So you just go and do it for yourself on there. I'm not going to discourage you. I'm going to just encourage you, but go with the knowledge that it takes to be able to run it properly.
Yeah, Daryl, but the thing too is that you really got to look at a whole lot of scenarios here because for the Section 8, my understanding is that they increase your rent so much per year based on the amenities and et cetera you got in your particular property. So yeah, the population could bear some significant differences about it, but the thing is that they will increase your rent per year. So that's something you got to think about as well.
So I'm going to speak on that. Yeah, they could increase your rent per year, but they're not increasing it to market in some locations.
Okay.
Because I could tell you right here, they're not increasing it to market in this location, right? So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? So the rent for a 2-bed apartment in Dayton, Texas, is running a little over 1,100. It's hitting $1,200. We are still below market. We are at 1,000. So we had a young lady who came to the apartments. I don't want to tell all her business, but she came to the apartment. She was in need of help, and they wouldn't let her in. They wouldn't let her in because we were asking $1,000, and they, when I say they, I'm talking about the housing authority, said, sorry, but you can't get in there because it does, it's not meeting it. So the housing authority reached out to me and they said, Daryl, we would like to know everything that's in your apartment. I said, sure, right? Flooring, what type of flooring do you have? They said, we have wood and ceramic. Do you have ceiling fans? Yes. Do you offer security? We don't offer security. I said, but we have security cameras and we have floodlights. She said, good, that's security. She said, do you have storage for them? I said, no, we do not offer storage, but we do have storage available at an extra charge. She said, okay, so you offer storage. She said, and she went through a whole list of things. She said, Dad, we're going to call you back in a couple of minutes. I said, okay. She called me back in a couple of minutes too. Said, Daryl, she's been approved. We're going to bump her rent up, just like what you said, Mr. Jarman. So I learned something from Section 8, and I've dealt with Section 8 in New York. Here it's a little different, but what I learned is if you renovate your unit and put in all new appliances, new flooring, ceiling fans, because ceiling fans increase your rent, security, storage units, cameras, floodlights, parking, you could get them in your apartment. And I learned that.
Absolutely. And Darryl, I want to add on to these guys, these gentlemen that I learned about Section 8. They're some of the biggest landlords for Section 8. And when tenants complain about them, they don't cut their checks off. They go and do an investigation first. Because what happened is these guys have so many of their clients, if they decide to come out the program, they're going to have to deal with all those clients again all over. They don't want to do it. Everybody wants easy in this world when it comes to work. So don't think those social workers don't want it easy with all the problems and stuff they got on. They don't cut these guys fucking checks like that. They go and do the investigation. They send people out and they do all that. And they don't just automatic because they're so embedded into the program for them that they will cut their own throats if they were to start doing that to these guys. And these guys don't abuse it either because they could pick up the phone and call the director or they could call the supervisor, in some cases, the caseworkers. So if you, once you get into the program and you really go and you become part of their fabric that they can count on you, you can make a very good living on it. You just, like Darryl said, you just have to deal with the rules and then accept the money they give you. As long as you accept that, you're good. You do have steady income, steady money.
And I'm also going to tell you, Chris, I don't know what type of loan you're going to have, but whatever type of loan you have, you better make sure, you better check with them to see if there's a percentage of Section 8 that you can have in your apartment complex. Because I cannot go over 20%.
That's funny, Donald. You got a federal agency giving you a federal loan that won't let you allow a certain percentage of a federal program. That's really ironic there.
Can't go over 20%.
I wanted to add one quick point that one plus for Section 8 is that even when you're doing the eviction process, they still continue to pay their rent while you're evicting them for, doing the eviction process.
That's only for some areas now.
Well, Jersey,
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right. Listen, everyone. I was going to do a little breakout session, but I think this Section 8 was a very good learning thing. I think we got something out of it, regardless of what it may be. But I think we also learned a little bit about Albany, Georgia. So my question to Mr. Chris Thompson is, are you going to move forward with the property in Albany, Georgia?
I don't believe I will. I'd certainly like to have a conversation with Daniel, I believe it is, to ask him a few more questions based on his experience in this arena, and use it just as target practice, and then just find out how far I can go with this. Who knows? I'm a wholesaler in a single family. And one of the members here mentioned something about wholesaling it. I don't know if I could get these many units down to something like 16 mil and offer it to someone who does not scrutinize as much, especially at the end of the year. Sometimes I'm guilty of this myself. Your CPA guy calls you up, or person, I should say, calls you up and say, look, if you don't spend X amount of dollars between now and the 31st, you're going to be writing a check. You just won't get back anything for it.
Well, that's why commercial is better, because believe me, you'll be spending some money. But Mr. Thompson, this is good. Check with Daniel on that property. But wow, man, I checked that property May of 2021, and they hopefully it has sold and it just came back around to be resold and not really been on the market all that time. I hope. But listen, everyone, it's 12:30, and you know what I do, right? I always stick around for an additional 30 minutes. But I know that some of you may have to leave. Right? And that's okay. But if you can stick around, stick around. I'm going to stick around. This way you could get to know me and I could get to know you so that we can invest in each other. All right. We're going to cut the mic off so it won't be no recordings. Mic is going off. You can let your head down, go get you a cup of coffee, do whatever. But I want to see you back here next Tuesday, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Right here in Commercial Multifamily Mastermind. See you later on. Oh, and this recording will be, we will release the recording today. All right? Take it easy, everyone.